Hello, Geminis. How are you all doing? This is your love reading for the month of April. I am Nikita from Intuitive Guidance. Welcome to my channel if you're new. And if you would like to subscribe, you are more than welcome to. Please don't forget to like, share, and comment if this reading resonates with you. What else was I going to say? Yeah, if you'd like a personal reading with me, more specific to your situation, my website is in the description box below. Let's get into your reading. Okay, so you've got passion, you've got wedding, you've got romantic feelings, you've got soulmate, you got healing family issues, and you got this could be the one. Okay, so I've made these cards myself. These are just playing cards that I've written on. So we've got potential, frivolous, ending / finale, 3 is a crowd, history, baggage, children, unconditional love, reconciliation via message. So it looks to me as though you may be separated. And don't forget, sorry to just keep interrupting my own self, but don't forget that this could go vice versa. So if the messages sound like it's your partner or love interest, then it's for them, you know, take it as it resonates kind of thing. So yeah, it seems to me that you guys are in a period of possibly a break or separation or something like that. Even though we don't have the separation card, I feel that that is the case. We do have ending, finale. So, this person that you're dealing with is a very passionate affair. You have very strong feelings for this person. You feel like they're your soulmate. They get you. You're on, you know, you feel like this person is just someone that gets you, someone you have a good time with, someone you're passionate about. You feel like you could actually marry this person in the future. You feel like they could be the one for you. Actually, what this could be the one. So the way you see it is this person really could be the one. I just feel like you are more like, you know, if this changes and if that changes, then, you know, we have a lot of potential. Like, I love this person and that, like, for who they are. I feel like you love this person for who they are, and you see past their flaws and you see past their discrepancies. But I think you're overlooking red flags at the same time while you're doing this because you're so convinced that this person is for you. With the frivolous card, I feel this person is quite, well, yeah, they're frivolous, but they don't have a sense of grounding, a sense of stability, a sense of practical, like they're still quite, I would say childish. But I just feel like they're just not like concrete. They're not a stable person. They're still very much, they might make decisions quickly, and they might be rash. They might just do things without thinking. They're that kind of person. But most importantly, I feel this person is still clinging on to the past. Now, I believe that this person has a child or children, and the person they've had the child or children with, they are still very much kind of stuck on them or stuck on what happened with them. So, yeah, with history and baggage, and then the children card, and 3 is a crowd, I feel like this person is very much kind of stuck. We also have temptation. So this is the man trying to kind of steer away from it. So this person this is either a part of their past with their the other parent, or it's also that they find it very difficult to be faithful. And with frivolous here, that could definitely be a possibility. You could know that they're quite flirty, or they kind of flirt with the idea of other women or men. So with temptation, we also have obstacles and challenges. So you guys go through, and it's obviously got the sunny orbs here, and then there's like a gap in moving forward. So it's like with these orbs that are around, it's like you have some good times, you have things, and you're kind of basing it on those good times. For you, it's like, well, you know, when we get on well, we really do get on. We really have fun, and we really do enjoy each other. We do enjoy each other's company. It's really good times. But when it's bad, it's really challenging. So we're going to start with the mind. This is the mind for Gemini, the body for Gemini, and the soul. So mind, body, and soul. So in your mind, we have the Five of Swords, which is speaking of, because it's in your mind position, it's speaking of disappointments and failures and things that have happened in your past, and that's kind of heavily on your mind. So your fears are that you're going to repeat the same negative cycles. You're going to go into this situation and it could possibly just turn out like the rest of the relationships you've had that have failed, that have left you in a kind of mentally damaged position, like kind of questioning yourself and asking where it went wrong, what you did to make it wrong. Because I think you're quite a sensitive person, in terms of, or you just like to, it's kind of like sensitivity, but it's in an analytical way. Like you want to know, you know, how it's like you almost blame yourself. Maybe you've dealt with narcissists in the past, or people that have just had their best interests at heart and not yours, and you feel like, are you making a mistake again? Are you kind of going through the same cycles and patterns here? And that's heavily on your mind now. You're like, this person is a liability. This person is a risk. Is it a risk worth taking, or is it something you should consider ending for good, just because it will end the same way as the other relationships that have left you quite damaged? But also, the relationships in the past that have left you quite damaged are causing you to try and be more strategic in this relationship and try it a different way. But you're wondering if is it even worth it, kind of thing, with the Five of Swords. So for the position of your body, you've got the Queen of Cups, which speaks of kind of just feeling very emotional. For some of you, it might be quite hormonal as well, for whatever reason. But I feel that the body is a reflection of the mind. So you've been thinking these thoughts, you've been kind of worried about how the situation is going to pan out and if it's going to be worth it. Are you taking a good risk here? And that's kind of causing you to, in turn, you know, feel very emotional, feel very kind of absorbed in your emotions and that kind of thing. And your feelings, and just kind of like it's causing you to maybe feel the things that you felt in the past when, like I said, you've gone through these relationships that weren't worth your time in the end, or that made you question yourself, or that made you doubt yourself. So we have in the position of the soul. It's like you have something that you've possibly worked on here, in terms of your soul purpose or your career path. It's like you've established some parts of that and you're pleased with that, but you haven't moved forward. It's like you haven't, because you're quite focused on this situation. I feel like you're not as focused on your fulfillment and happiness in terms of career, and in terms of what you're here to do. It's kind of speaking of just like, you know, you need to kind of, you're not where you want to be in terms of career. For some of you, it's like you've established a certain amount, but you would like to take this further, or you'd like to continue. Say you've studied and you've got certain qualifications, but you'd like to continue on to a degree, or you've got to a certain place in the workplace, but you'd like to be much further, that kind of thing. So your soul isn't quite fulfilled, but there's some completion there. There's some, you've done some of what you're supposed to do. You haven't quite finished. So this is the position of you in the relationship. Sorry. So we have the Five of Chalices. And if you look at the Five of Chalices, you've got this person behind trying to show the Two of Cups. So you're trying to show what you offer, what you can bring. Look, we have this here. We have something worth saving. We have a love. We have a bond. I really have this kind of unconditional love for you, or I overlook your flaws. I'm here. Like, I'm here. I want to show you that I love you, and I will go on this journey with you, and I will be the person that you can turn to, that you can confide in. It's like you're trying to help this person sort through all of their baggage and their negativity and, you know, the things that went wrong for them. You're trying to show them, I've got your back, and I want to show you that we can move forward together and get past this. But this person just will not turn around. They're here focusing on what they've lost, which I would say is to do with healing family issues. They're still thinking about what's happened in the past and what they've lost from this situation. And again, I would say that is the person that they've had a child or children with. They are still stuck on this, and they cannot turn around and focus on the love that you guys have or what you could have, because they're still focusing on what they've lost. So they're very much kind of stuck here to no avail, because it's, you know, it's spilt. The cups have spilt already. There's no gaining it back. Just leave it and turn around and focus on a new set of cups. But they don't want to do that. It could have been a third party situation that they were involved in. Maybe this person left them for someone else. Maybe it's just a loss, as in this person doesn't want to be with them anymore, or there was just too much water under the bridge. Whatever happened with that old relationship, they're not letting it go, and they're still focused on it. They may still have feelings for this person, if I'm going to be completely honest, because sometimes, you know, maybe it's just the fact that they're focusing on the loss because it could have been because it was a family unit that is now broken up, and they maybe wanted this family unit. It could be that they're just focusing on how they were done wrong, or how this relationship, they didn't want it to end the way it did. They could just have anger from it. Whatever it is, it's like they're still very much focused on it. But I have to be honest, I do feel that this person does still have feelings for this person in their past. And they've moved on physically with you, and maybe they, you know, I do see they probably have feelings for you too, because we do have the Two of Cups that you're holding, and the Six of Cups is also on their side. But so they do probably have feelings for you, but there's still residue from their previous relationship. It could also be fears from the previous relationship, because it's like they don't want to make the same mistake again with you. You also have the Hermit and the Six of Chalices. So you want to reunite with this person. You want to reconnect with this person. You're very much so, the Hermit is just like thinking and trying to work out how you can do things differently so you can move forward this time. So whilst you were alone, you were kind of in your own space, just thinking, like I said, how you can really reconnect, how you can really move forward. Some of you may have a child or children as well. And maybe like whilst you were away from this person, you're just focusing on that child or your children, and trying to love yourself a bit more. Put yourself first and your child or your children first. But you just were still kind of thinking about this person, thinking about what can change or how you can go about it to change this, is very much on your mind, because I feel like you really do want it to work with this person. And we got Faceless, Ghosts, and Haunted Girl, Ghost people. So this is somebody from the past again that is coming up. This person hasn't let them go. It's like there's a ghost in your relationship, literally. It could be for some of you that this person lost the person that they loved, or the person they had children with, or just whoever this was. It could have also been a marriage situation. So it could have been that they were married to someone else before. but this person still haunts your relationship. They actually, it's like the person isn't physically there, you can't see them, but they're a ghost in your relationship. For some of you, like I said, this person actually could have passed away, and it's like you can never quite fill their place, because this is someone that's not around anymore. So they're always going to be on that pedestal. So let's look at how the position your partner is in love. So they are in a position where they don't actually feel. I don't know if they don't feel like this or they actually don't. I feel like because it's the position of them, it's maybe what's actually the case, but they don't have that much to offer with the Page of Pentacles. They might be just really immature, or they could be very focused on finances, money. But I don't feel like they have as much to offer in terms of, like I said, frivolous. They're not stable, and they're probably quite all over the place. They're very much maybe like take each day as it comes. They don't like look at the future and see where they want to be in the future, what they want to have, what they want to achieve. They just like live by the moment kind of thing. They might be quite like thrill seekers, and they might be looking always for the next best thing. We've got the World, so maybe they thought this cycle was going to be wrapped up and done, and maybe they just wanted. In fact, I feel like they wanted freedom. They wanted their freedom. They might have even started an argument or something when you guys had that time of separation. I feel like they just wanted to be free again. They feel like the relationship was kind of holding them down, making them feel controlled here with the Emperor. The Emperor is a card of Aries, for those of you that want to know. Sorry. Yeah, it's like they wanted their freedom, and now they're ready to come back and reconnect again. But at the time, I feel like they might do that a lot, though. They might just like go off and disappear, or wait for an argument or something, so that they could like have some fun and then come back when they're ready. Which obviously is, quite cowardly. Unless this is you guys, like I said, the readings can always go vice versa. But it's showing that this person, their position in love is they still want their freedom, they still want to do what they want to do, and they still want to hold on to you as well. So this is talking about your next moves, what you plan to do next. So I feel like all this time on your own, thinking and planning and kind of thinking about where you can go next, and then you're happy to kind of hear from this person with the Nine of Cups, the Wish card. You're happy to still like kind of almost like serve this person, or just show them that you're here and you have this unconditional love for them. Again, we have the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, so strong Aries here. But it's like look, he's got like a smile on his face. Almost like a jester, like a joker. He just doesn't take anything seriously, I don't think, this person. And they almost like have this self-entitlement where they feel like, well, when they're ready, they can come back, or you'll come back. They kind of feel like the ball's in their court. And they don't take anything seriously. It wouldn't surprise me if this person was unfaithful. And we do have Three as a Crown. That could be talking about, like I said, the situation with their past. But I just feel like they probably they're not so faithful. Like what it might be that technically when they're with you, they are with you and they're not sleeping with anyone else. But they also create scenarios where they can leave the situation and have their freedom, and that might be the time that they go and sleep with other people or flirt with other people or go out and do all of that. But it's like for them, it's like they feel no guilt because technically you guys aren't together, but they are creating those situations so they can go and do that. With the Empress and the Ten of Pentacles, I think you offer stability. I think that you're going to continue to offer them this stability. You're going to continue to nurture them and nurture the relationship. Um, you might even be pushing for like your own child with them, like a baby, which I just felt. You might feel like that's the next best thing to do. You might have come up with that idea for some reason that, if you had this person's child, it will kind of tie them down to you, not trap them, because I feel like, I don't feel you're being dishonest, but it will kind of tie them down to you, show them how to be stable. It will help them, um, see a future with you guys and kind of work at that. To be honest, there's never ever a situation, unless I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. There's never ever a situation that I know that's pressured or the relationship's not working and then they have a baby and it's all fixed. That just doesn't, or the person changes completely and it's all that just, I feel a baby adds so much more pressure to the situation. And if this person's a runner and someone that likes to, be on the loose, then they will still do that, regardless, baby or not. It will tie you down to them forever because you have a child and the child is forever. But you're still not going to get your needs met. That's the thing. So if that's what some of you are thinking, I would seriously consider that. Unless you want to be, a lone parent, and it's kind of like you want a baby, but you don't mind doing it on your own, which I wouldn't recommend. It's always nice for a child to have that balance and have, as much support so that you're not stressed out and feeling the pressure. But that's a whole other story. But I just feel that that is not going to fix the situation. For those of you who may think, if I had a baby by this person, it will show. And there's a baby here actually. I don't think it's going to be the white picket fence story should you do this, because this person doesn't look like they'll change, and they, like I say, they might already have kids or a child, and look at their parenting skills there. That's always a good indicator. What are their parenting skills like with their current children? So, how consistent are they? Because consistency seems to be the problem a lot, with the parent that is the parent that the children or child doesn't live with. The consistency is the problem a lot of the time, from my experiences. And not everybody's like that, of course, but I'm just saying from my experiences, it's like, how consistent is this person? And that will kind of let you gauge the situation. So, okay, so this is what is this? The way the partner views the situation. So this is the way your partner views the situation here. I don't see that card. So we have the Three of Cups. See, again, it's a very energy of very much frivolous. Again, like they see it as fun, as, almost like a friends with benefits type situation with you, without the, because I do feel like they understand that you're in a committed relationship. It's just like the way they treat it is probably like very friends with benefit, very casual, very in and out, very sexual possibly, fun. But then when it gets too serious, it's, they can kind of leave the situation. And they got the Hanged Man, which just shows that you make it really comfortable for them. You make it really like easy for them to because look, let me show you. It's like a safe, comfortable relationship for them. Yeah, you get on. Yeah, there's many other good aspects to this, but they just feel safe and comfortable. They could come in and out. I feel you make it too easy for them, if I'm honest. Don't be offended. If it doesn't resonate with you, it doesn't resonate with you. But if it does, I would say, there needs to be some changes here, because I feel like this person just takes it for a joke. They just see it as you are someone who is puts up with them, and it's so comfortable for them. You made it easy for them. So I can be honest with you guys. with the justice card, the way I see it is like, yeah, the minute things get too serious. So if you were like to start to lay the law down or be like, I can't do this anymore. You need to make sure you're home. You need to make sure this or that, or you need to contribute as well. I feel like I'm doing it on my own. Or why am I, going through blah, blah, blah. Or I've gone through your phone and this is what I saw. Why is that the case? Like, I feel like, look how uncomfortable this king looks. Like, she's laying down the law with her sword and he's like looking across, like looking over at her, like side-eyeing her. I'm like, oh shit. And to be fair, like, kind of hiding behind the papers. To be fair, like, this person is a bit of a coward. So they probably run when at any sign of the argument, any kind of argument. It's just like, I don't have to deal with this. They're just a bit childish. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. So they feel that there's stability with you. They might even live with you. They feel there's stability with you. They feel like they get their needs met. They feel very comfortable with you. That's part of the good thing. They feel comfortable with you. They feel like you're someone that has their back. So all the things you're trying to display, they're aware of it. So when I said you want to show them I've got your back, I'm here for you, I'm your partner, I wanted to, at the same time, they know this already. So it's not that you have to prove yourself. Prove that you can be, the person they need and the person that's going to give them the support. They know this. They know they've got that here. They know that they can reach out and grab that pentacle, which she's doing, whenever they choose to. So it's not because they believe that they don't trust you or they're unsure. They can see that. It's just that they are choosing to decide when they want it and when they don't. We also got the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles. In this deck, the Knight of Pentacles seems like they're still fully protected. Like they don't see themselves letting their guard down or being open with you and vulnerable with you. They're not going to do that. And it seems to me this person might put money over everything. So, however they make their money, they may like work a lot. They might give you money as well to kind of like shush you up sometimes to make you feel that they're supporting you. We have the Two of Swords and the Nine of Swords. So it's like they can't quite, they have their own stresses and worries. They might come across, like they're in happy land and la la land and stuff, but they have their own worries and they have their own kind of, they feel like they're at crossroads. They don't quite know what to do or the direction they're going in. And they choose to kind of not see that. They just choose to kind of ignore certain things. They might be a bit in denial. But they do stress out by it because deep down they know they have all these fears and they have all these things that they maybe haven't accomplished, all these things that, like, sometimes it probably gets to them that they don't know where their life is going, or they're remembering, things that haunt them from the past, but they're trying to like ignore it. I see guilt as well. I see a lot of guilt. That they're just trying to, it maybe comes to them when they're trying to sleep or when they're in a quiet space, and they just try and block it out their mind. But yeah, this person has like things that they need to resolve for sure, that they're just trying to block out. And here they are again in La La Land with the Seven of Cups. See, like looking at all their options and the things that they can gain from people. And the Magician, they're probably quite manipulative. They probably create all these illusions to make themselves seem a certain way. And then the Nine of Cups, it's like they're probably quite greedy. I see greed for money, and I see like also them, what they can get from people. So they're kind of like they're like a user kind of energy. It's like what they can get from people and what they can, how they can fulfill their needs. And that's what love is for them, I think. What can you give to me? What can you bring to me? What can I get from you? That seems to be what love is for them, to be honest. So this is the position of your environment, and then this is the outcome. We'll go to the outcome after. So the position of your environment, so you're very, very stressed. You're not quite sure how you can make it a more peaceful environment. Maybe there's a lot of arguing because you always feel like you have to defend yourself a lot of the time and stand your ground. So it could be with this person in your environment. If you live with this person, then it's very much that, like, you're stressed about fighting so hard for this situation to work, but gaining nothing back because you're on a hill fighting by yourself. It's quite draining. You're draining your energy trying to, fight for a situation that isn't giving anything back to you. And you need to be careful because that will go to the 10 of Wands, and then you just won't be able to take it anymore. So you're feeling very stressed about that, and it's like it's like almost like a dead end. With the Three of Cups, you might kind of you might have friends over, or tend to go out quite a bit, or kind of like I see like drinking and stuff like that. So maybe you're like drinking to overcome the stresses and stuff that you're going through. It just seems like this person is bringing more of a burden to you than anything nice. Like the bad seems to be outweighing the good. And I'm not trying to discredit what you've seen in this person and how much fun you've had with this person. And I'm not saying they're a complete horrible person. I just think they're selfish and childish, and they don't seem to kind of have a plan in this situation. They're just kind of out for what they can get, which, is childish, because a child doesn't know that, you have to be selfless and think of other people and share. They have to be taught that stuff. The first thing they want is, their needs met. They want to be changed. They want to be fed. If they're hungry, you need to feed them. That's a child, and this person doesn't seem to have developed. Maybe they made the same mistake in this past relationship and they actually left them, and they're going to end up driving you away as well if they carry on. But there's a lot of baggage with them. But at the same time, they are like the fool, is what I'm seeing. Like they're willing to just leap into other situations. It doesn't mean they open up and they give themselves to the situation. It just means they just jump into something new without healing the past, or healing themselves, or going on that journey to find out who they are or anything. So the outcome is the Six of Wands. So this person is definitely going to come back with the Judgment and the Six of Cups. They always do, probably. It's probably an on-off situation all the time. But they're definitely coming back, and they're expecting to be victorious. They're expecting to resurrect the situation from where it left off, continue from where it left off. The Six of Cups. They want to reconnect. Maybe they'll even bring flowers. The Ace of Pentacles, they know this offer's always there. It's always open to them. The Five of Cups, they're still going to be holding on, clinging on. Probably a very victim mentality kind of person. Woe is me. Stuck in the past. Here of the Hanged Man. But they're going to come back with this small little offer, whatever that is, and expecting to feel your strength and your love and your warmth, whilst they sit on their emotions and don't express anything, or are very superficial with it and say things that are like, not coming from the heart. And then, with the Seven of Wands, it's like you're having to defend again and fight or whatever. It's going to lead back into the same cycle. That's just how I'm seeing it. So it's either that things have to change, or it just has to end. I feel that there's some work that you probably need to do on yourself, or some, soul searching, or some career decisions. So let's just give you advice, because I don't want to just leave it like that. I don't like a negative reading, but I just feel, guys, that you can do so much better, unless this person's going to change. But I feel like, do you have to wait for them to change? Because that's a lot. That's a lot. You really have to kind of want this for you to say, yeah, you know what, I'm going to put up with it. And and it's also a risk, because, will they change? So what's the advice for Gemini? You guys might even be married for some of you. Or you just see marriage with this person. The devil. Where did that go? This reading's getting super long. The devil, strength. You are supported. You feel like you're tied to this person, and you know it's like you can't quite get away, and you're overwhelmed. This person has made you feel like that. You're in a position where you feel, you know, worn down and trapped. This person has made you feel like there's no other option and you're tied down. You're feeling extremely overwhelmed, but you have so much support from your angels and guides. All you have to do is ask them to interfere. You're going to have to stay strong. Here you are constantly giving and nurturing and still, you know, trying your best to make this person see. But you're just so stuck. You're refusing to see yourself, the Two of Swords. You need to open your eyes to this situation and look at exactly how, give yourself the love, or your child if you have one. You need to, look, it's 10 of Wands, it's a burden, it's draining you. You need to open your eyes and see that this situation isn't right for you. And you are supported. Look, this person, just in and out. They come back, they walk away. They come back, they walk away. The same fire sign. Waiting to take more action to go again. And the Ace of Swords, you need to see things clearly. You need to wake up and get into, you know, you are powerful, you are strong. You're probably, you know, what most of the one of the most intelligent signs. You can, you know, see things clearly. You can see the reality of things. You're choosing to be stuck here, and you need to open your eyes, take those glasses off, understand, like analyze this situation and see it exactly for what it is. And you can do that. Before this person made you feel like this, you were open and you were aware. Don't let this situation drag you down, because it's like what I see is someone drowning, and instead I'm trying to save someone from drowning. So you're trying to save someone from drowning, but in trying to save them, you end up drowning yourself. No, you can't save anyone that doesn't want to be saved. You can't help anyone that doesn't, or support anyone that doesn't want to be helped or supported. You're there for them, yeah, if they need that helping hand, but you're not going to drag yourself down with them, and that's what you're doing currently. This person doesn't really, like I said, they're not necessarily such a bad person, but they don't have any direction. They're taking the piss out of you is what I'm seeing, to be honest. And I don't want that. Not for my subscribers. No. So guys, I hope this message helped. If you want your personal reading, like something more specific to this situation, especially if you're having issues and problems with this, then you can look in my description box down below, and you'll see a link to my website, and you can get your own personal reading. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And guys, really, I hope you consider this if it resonates with you. I really, really do hope you choose yourself first. So I'm sending you lots of love, my Geminis, and take care. And I will speak to you guys soon. Bye-bye.